Yo, what's up, guys? It's BJ Basketball Guy. I know I have not seen y'all in like a couple months, but I've had to move. Yeah, I haven't seen y'all. It's been hard to make videos, but I'm back and I'm gonna do my regular YouTube schedule and everything. So, yeah, I'll be back for the long run. But today, we have some Laker news. I'm not the Lakers insider or anything. I'm just giving my thoughts about it. I'm not being a biased LeBron or Laker fan for now. I'm giving my opinion on what I think about this. So the Lakers had three key free agents coming into this free agency: JaVale, Dwight, Rondo, and KCP, but they re-signed him. And Markieff Morris. Danny Green was not a free agent, but he got traded for Dennis Schroeder. Anyways, here's my opinion about it. So they lost Rondo. They replaced him with Dennis Schroeder. They lost Howard. They replaced him with Montrezl Harrell. My opinion was an upgrade, but not on the defensive end. They replaced McGee for Marcus Gasol, which was a heck of a W. And they replaced Danny Green for Wesley Matthews, which was another W. And here's my thoughts about it. The Lakers came fresh off a title, a pretty convincing one. They blew out the Heat in Game 6. But the one weakness was when if LeBron or AD went to go take a rest or went on the bench, there was nobody to pick up the slack. And if they got that together, if they got that one player, one or two players who can come in, step up, get you some buckets, play some hard defense, then they're going to be serious title, because if not the favorites, the clear favorites coming in. And guess what? They got exactly two of them, which is Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell. And they got Marcus Gasol and Wesley Matthews, who in my opinion are underrated free agency pickups. That's a W of a pickup. And the Lakers, they're looking nice. Not just nice, they are the favorites. They are the best team in the league, by far. Their bench is looking dope. Here's their starting lineup, from which I believe. Let me look at my... So, point guard will be either LeBron James or maybe... KCP is not a point guard. LeBron James, Kentavious Caldwell, maybe you can switch maybe LeBron and Caruso or like another point guard. But for now, LeBron, KCP. Here's what it looks like for now. Caruso, KCP, LeBron James, Marcus Gasol, and Anthony Davis. Switch Anthony Davis and Marcus Gasol. Anthony Davis is power forward. That's not the best starting five, but it's the best starting five. It's the best starting five you can match up against any team. Now, here's the Lakers' death lineup, like what the Warriors had. Their best lineup: Dennis Schroeder, Kentavious Caldwell, LeBron James, Montrezl Harrell, and Anthony Davis. Now, here what their bench is looking like. This is Markieff Morris resigned. You got Markieff Morris. He's not going to be the sixth man. I'm not doing this in order, by the way. Markieff Morris, Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Wesley Matthews, Kyle Kuzma, Talen Horton-Tucker, and that's it. That is probably the best bench in the league. That is a great bench. And they still have 2 roster spots left, I believe. So they can just fill it out, like they can re-sign J.R. Smith and Dion Ware. That team is looking like the clear favorites. I don't know about y'all, but these Lakers, right? We gotta give Rob Pelinka, Rich Paul, and LeBron James all their credit, and some credit to Anthony Davis because he's also a part of this. LeBron James, because LeBron James, Montrezl Harrell, Anthony Davis have the same agent, as in Rich Paul and Clutch Sports and KCP. And Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, Rob Pelinka, and LeBron James are clutching up right now. No pun intended. LeBron James and Rob Pelinka and Rich Paul have signed Montrezl Harrell and they traded for Anthony Davis basically. Anthony Davis. Here, this is what LeBron and Rich Paul's done. They got Montrezl Harrell, Anthony Davis to re-sign KCP. Now they deserve partial credit. Nah, here deserves most, if not all, the credit. Rob Pelinka. He brought in Anthony Davis. He traded for Anthony Davis. He brought LeBron James. Like, how do you bring... If you bring in LeBron James, you're already a great GM. They brought back... Or they didn't bring him back. They brought in LeBron James. They traded for Anthony Davis. They brought in Wesley Matthews. Rob Pelinka brought in Wesley Matthews. He traded for Dennis Schroeder. He signed Marc Gasol. He traded JaVale McGee for McKinney, but I believe they got waived. Yeah, he's done a heck of a job. Hell of a job. And so far, he's my executive of the year. I don't believe the Clippers... Okay, this doesn't make sense. How's the Clippers GM executive of the year for bringing in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard just to choke a 3-1 lead? Explain. But Rob Pelinka brought in LeBron James and Anthony Davis. You tell me who's better. Yeah, they had a better team on paper, but what happened when they played? Rob Pelinka should have obviously won executive of the year. Because now he has to win executive of the year this upcoming year. If he doesn't, I don't know what's wrong with the NBA. It's clear he's the clear favorite for executive of the year. He traded for Dennis Schroeder. He brought in Wesley Matthews. He got Marc Gasol. He brought in Montrezl Harrell. He got Anthony Davis. He brought in LeBron James. He re-signed KCP for another 3 years, maybe 5 years, but he's done a hell of a job. He deserves all the credit in the world. And last but not least, Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel, when he came into the Lakers locker or whatever, he wasn't the guy they wanted. They wanted Ty Lue. So it was kind of a little shaky going into the first games of the season. But he was absolutely amazing. What he did as a coach, what he did with his lineups, because they were not the favorites. This guy's an underrated coach. They were not the favorites. He somehow turned this team into a championship team. A defensive-minded team. A team who can win a championship. He deserves some credit, too, for bringing a lineup built around LeBron and Anthony Davis. Wasn't the best, because they didn't have a very great bench. But he made it work, so he deserves some credit. And last but not least, LeBron and Anthony Davis. LeBron was runner-up for MVP. Anthony Davis was runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. The impact LeBron brought before he got injured was crazy. They were the 4th seed in the West. 4th seed. And that impact is crazy. Anthony Davis, they needed that guy after LeBron got hurt. They needed him. And he did exactly what they needed. Brought them a championship. And LeBron won Finals MVP. Well, this will be the wrap of my first video back in a couple months. Hope y'all enjoy. See y'all next time.